I opened up the front yard for the goats, and because they pretty much ate down all the brush everywhere else. So, because I haven't really been out here, I'm double checking the fence. This is an older part of the fence than the fence around the goat house. So I've just been making sure that it's secure for them. I'm just like walking the perimeter and they're like following me around. There was already a piece that was kind of sagging that I managed to get that. Look, we got a package. They like to leave our packages in bags behind this trash can. I do not know why this is. I don't think that these are left by the man in the big truck who wears a shirt that says, "If found, please return to Gal Gadot." I don't think it's that man. Or as Google calls him, Gal Gadot's husband. But you know what? We just don't know. See, it's kind of sagging in places. Really needs to be nailed back to the post and like shortened up a bit, but the goats won't be able to get through it, so it's fine. Actually, the other thing I'm looking for is to make sure the dogs can't get through it. Because even if the goats can't, it's possible that there might be some holes that are small enough for a nasty little dachshund to wiggle through. It's much closer to the road, so there's lots of car noises. Sorry about that. Oh, it all looks pretty. Oh, looks like there's a piece here I may have to adjust. Look at that. That's a magic place. Whoo boy. I mean, I say it's a magic place. What I mean is probably mosquitoes fucking there. Because it's Florida. And it looks quite deep. Interesting. Like I said, I haven't really explored the front yard in detail. There we go. Alright. Let's see. See if I can secure it to the top of this post here. This is a very exciting video. I figured I would take one while I'm out here so that you guys can see the front yard with me. Erg. Okay. That's better. An enterprising goat probably could figure it out, but they are much more interested in eating everything here than spending a lot of energy trying to figure out escape. It looks like there's a nice nothing up against the fence. Some fallen logs from a tree that fell before we moved here. Ooh, some nice shelf mushrooms there. Ooh, that one is fucking huge. Look at that. You could store like your coffee cup on that mushroom. Alright. It's been very rainy the last few days, which is slightly unusual for December. Usually it's quite dry, so we've got kind of this very damp, misty atmosphere. Well, it looks like the fence is in good shape. We got to the end here. Everything else faces the rest of the yard. And that means I've already double checked it. Awesome. Okay, that's good. That means that I can, with confidence, release my goats into this part of the yard. Which is good because it has lots and lots of undergrowth. This is what our whole yard looked like before we got goats. A little bit. I had to put on my heavy duty pants to wade through here because there's lots of prickers and so forth. But goats really make a difference in terms of all this stuff. Probably in a couple months they'll have eaten a lot of this down. There's our friend the weird pot again. The weird tree cup. It's chilly today. My hands are cold. They're cold. Oh god, they're so cold. They're all cold. There's our goats. There's an interesting tree over here I want to look at. Oh, excuse me. It's about 8 o'clock. I came and let them out about an hour ago. See, I haven't been out here. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. Look at that. Something lives there. Ooh, something lives in there, all right. Actually, right when I let them out, a rabbit went dashing. That it got cut off. Anyway, when I let them out this morning, a rabbit went like dashing through in front of us. Like, oh my god, it's goats. Sorry, rabbit. Goats live here now. Whew. Hey guys, are you having a good time? That's good. Look at this guy. Whew. How many different kinds of fungus live on this log? Boy, it's a lot. Let's see here. Farther along. Whoa! I got snagged on something. This isn't the most fascinating of goat videos. But look, there's so many mushrooms. Oh, there's these orange ones, and then there's like orange ones that have a little white trim on them. And then there's these black ones that look like little oysters, baby oysters or something. They're all over this as well. These goats are so happy. They're like going to town. Last month or so since they... Ooh, something else lives there. Boy, look at that. So I know there's rabbits, armadillos, possums, foxes, and gopher tortoises around here. We got all of them. Anyway, the goats ate everything down, so they've mostly... Excuse me. Mostly been eating just hay and chaff hay. Which means that they don't really have a lot to do during the day. Because they get fed in the evenings, the chaff hay. And then they have like, when I get them hay, they have that on hand, but it's in their house. And they like to spend the day kind of browsing the yard. So I think that they're very excited that there's finally stuff to kind of wander around and munch on. Ooh, what is over here? Something else lives here. Sorry, every time I take a video in my yard, I'm like, look what lives here. Many, many things. Many, many, many things. And then there's this dog house. People who built the place put this really, honestly, very deluxe dog house in. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's the back of it. There's also this thing, which was broken ever since we got here, and I think it was either a rabbit hutch or like a chicken coop or quails maybe. It was always very short, and it's kind of, as you can see, a tree fell on it. But here's the dog house, which presumably they used to put their dog in, because there's like a little fenced area around the dog house. And then there's the dog house. It's got stairs. Look, Rocks. Now, I don't know who Rocks is, other than a dog. The goats really like this house, actually. One time they got in here accidentally and got stuck in this like little dog area, because the only way to get in and out is this tiny gate, and they like went in through the gate and then forgot where the gate was. And so they were just standing on the porch of the doghouse screaming. And I had to like come rescue them. Stupids. Yes, I'm talking about you. Do you remember that? No. They do not. They are goats. Okay. Well, I have satisfied myself that this area is secure. That's good. Let's pay a visit to our goat friends here. That is some shit. Whenever trees fall like out in the yard and they don't fall in anything super important, it's not really that important for us to get them moved. They always form these interesting habitats because everything just sort of shifts to accommodate the fact that there is a half-fallen tree. How am I gonna get myself through here? Let's see. Here we go. Whoop. Hey guys! Hello, Rosie. Oof. Hello, Shelby. Hello. Oh, I hear Wordsworth's little jingle bell. Wordsworth is not like a good goat to have as a bellwether because he wanders away from the herd like all the time, pretty much continuously, and does not notice that he has wandered away from them for like a really long time, and then ends up like racing after them, screaming. Anyway, the point is he's not always a great indication of where the rest of the goats are at any given time. Like, we know where Wordsworth is. That could or could not be where everyone else is. They all used to have bells, but all of them managed to shed their collars, except for Wordsworth, because I got like the breakaway collars, which, you know, on the plus side, make sure that if your goat gets its collar stuck on something, they won't strangle. On the minus side, they do break away. So, in the end, that ended up being a bit of a moot point. I might try to get some that are sort of secure but won't fall off whenever a goat rubs its neck against a tree or whatever. Hi, Wordsworth. Look at those goats. They're so beautiful. Well, he's going to be full of burrs. And there's Byron, and there's Miss Mary. We've seen everybody. When I came to let them out this morning, I came out at like 7, and they were like all, because it was chilly last night, they were all piled in a big goat heap on top of each other. It was very cute. Mary was like resting her head on Shelly's butt. They do this thing where like when they're lying together to sleep, they often will like make goat loafs and then rest their heads on like the butt of the goat loaf in front of them. It's pretty cute. Just a big old pile of goats. Look at Mr. Keats. He's so handsome. They're all so handsome. Alright, this is a very long video. I am going to head out and grab that package. I think it's probably Fairs. Let's see. I'm going to have to go out the proper way. I could climb over the fence, but then the goats would see me climbing over the fence, and they would get the idea that climbing over the fence is a thing that one could possibly do. I have made that mistake in the past, and I do not intend to make it again. That's how they figured out to get into our neighbor's yard, and then they went and like ate all his grapevines, and now he won't speak to us. So, oh man, this tree is so fucking big. I mean, I knew that, but like, okay, let's yeah. Probably all 3 of us could like stand with our arms out and not get our arms all the way around the trunk of this tree. It's very hard to, you know, here's like the root, and then it goes all the way that way, all the way this way. Ooh boy, that's a big ass tree. Anyway, the point is, this tree is large, and I had not seen it from up close before. As like I said, haven't really been in the front yard a lot. This is very, very impressive. And this guy's got some interesting mushroom fungi thingies. And purple. Cool. Alright. Yeah. We have a lot of fire ants. That is one of the places they live. They live in a number of places. Oh god. Excuse me, I gotta duck through the undergrowth. Alright, okay, I'm gonna end this video, otherwise it's just gonna be like 10 more minutes of me trying to navigate. Oh, this is our beauty berry. Anyway, bye.